Hello everyone, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Avinash Sharma. I hope you all are doing great. Well, today in this video we are going to discuss about five elements of our body. Well, it is not just our body but everything in nature is made up of the five elements. So these five elements are fire, air, ether, earth and water. You might have heard it also. So, the reason being why it is important to understand about these elements, because our existence on this planet Earth is possible just because of these five elements only. So, it is very vital to have the basic understanding, and at the same time, we should know how to balance it out. These elements in order to live healthy and happy life uh, on this planet, right? So just to understand, or just to make you understand, because these five elements are very receptive in nature. So what I mean to say is that these elements have the ability to accumulate memory, and this accumulated memory then becomes your karma. And once it becomes your karma, either it will give you a good result or the bad result. So just think about it. We all are made up of these five elements only, but no two individuals are the same, right? So it is just because of that accumulated memory in their element, basis their action, gonna give them result. So now let us understand one by one about these five elements. And at the same time, I'll tell you certain remedies also. Although there are plethora of remedies available, or different techniques to purify your elements, but I'll talk about something which is very simple, that you all can do it on a day-to-day basis. So the first element I'll talk about is fire. So in our body, the fire element is of 4%, right? So when I talk about fire, your sleep, your hunger, your thirst, your eyes, your skin glow, all these comes under the fire element. So when this particular element becomes unstable in your body, it may lead to anger, depression, fear, and anxiety. So all these things will come into picture. So what needs to be done in order to balance out this particular element? Well, as you know that these days, as we all are spending too much of time on gadgets, and we are not just spending our time in nature. So one of the effective remedy in order to balance out your fire element is that just take the exposure of sunlight. Just try to sit under the sunlight. Even though if your fire element is in excess, or if it is less in your body, it will balance it out. Second best remedy is that practice meditation. In my erstwhile video also, I mentioned about meditation. You can watch that video. So meditation is one of the best and effective technique to balance out your all the five elements that you can adopt, right? So the second element that we'll talk about is air. So air in our body comprises of 6%. So when I talk about air, I mean to say expansion and contraction, the breathing that you do. So this air element helps you to connect with people, because when you speak also, that air is required. So when this element becomes unstable, you become emotionally unstable also. At the same time, it leads to depression. You may not be able to effectively communicate with other people. At the same time, it may lead to so many diseases like asthma and some other respiratory problem as well. So in order to improve this particular element, you can practice some breathing exercises, certain yoga like pranayam you can do, and meditation also. You can, in fact, chanting Om is one of the effective remedy to improve your air element. So now the third element is ether, or we call it space. So ether is basically a space within your body. So within your body, like within your bones, your ribs, there is a space, right? So that is called a ether, or the space element. So you can improve all the other four elements by practicing certain yogic kriyas, or certain yogic practices, or certain pranayams. But this particular element, ether or the space, you can improve it by the help of meditation only. Or when you become spiritually inclined, automatically your ether or the space element start improving. So basically what happened, this ether or the space determines how positive you are. It actually determines your aura, your overall personality. So your overall attitude towards life, whether it is positive or negative. So once you become spiritually inclined, you start practicing meditation, automatically your thought process will become positive and your ether or the space element become more positive in your body. So now comes the fourth element, which is earth element. It is also one of the important element because your physical existence on this planet, on this earth, or your body is being made up of earth element only. It comprises of 12% in your body. So basically your bones, your skin, your teeth, tissues, everything comes under the earth element. So how to improve this particular element is that first and foremost, uh, try to surround yourself with nature. That is one of the first remedy. And secondly, try to eat lot many vegetables. That is so it may sound silly, but yes, it is very effective. And at the same time, chanting om and meditation also help to channelize the earth element energy in your body. The fifth element, which is very important, is water element. As you all know that in our body the maximum percentage is of water. So 72% in our body is water. So when this particular element becomes unstable in your body, it may lead to mental problem. You may not be able to focus on certain things. And as I mentioned earlier as well, water is related to moon, and moon is your emotion, your mental stability. The person may lead to so when this particular element is unstable, it may lead to a depression as well. So what is the best effective remedy to improve this particular element is that first and foremost, stop wasting water. Second, take plenty of water, but only that much which is required. So there is a common notion across the society is that drink this lot of water, right? Or plenty of water, but that is not the case. Drink only sufficient amount of water which is required in your body. If you drink in excess, automatically it may disbalance your water element. And at the same time, as I mentioned earlier as well, meditation is all time best technique to balance out your all the five element. So I hope that you all will practice these simple technique and will enjoy healthy and happy life. So stay healthy and stay fit. Thank you so much for watching this video.